and we are back with episode 4 of Arlington on the mic.
Yes.
So, hello.
Hello.
Oh, I was thinking what hello was in French then.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Well done.
Je m'appelle Scott.
Je m'appelle Nathalie.
Je m'appelle Amy.
Bonjour Amy. Bonjour Scott.
Ça va?
Ça va très bien toi?
No, you just had to go that little bit extra.
In case you didn't know, Nat is French. So we've got Nat today from Cafe at No.10. How are you, Nat?
I'm very well, thank you.
Just had a busy lunch service?
Busy lunch as usual on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, they seem to be our busiest days, don't they?
Yes.
Is that why we're doing this later in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, that makes sense.
Cafe closes at 3 at the moment, but from...
Not for long.
Not for long, because...
Okay, well, obviously that's one of our first subjects. So what time is it going to be closing?
A hot scoop. Next week we're going to close at 4.
So from the 31st of October...
Monday.
Monday, week commencing, 31st of October, we're going to be open till 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So if you want your afternoon pick-me-up, get down to the cafe. And you're going to do a little promotion.
Promotion of a medium drink and a scone for £4 with the trimmings, roasted cream and jam.
Lovely. Little afternoon tea.
Ooh, when are we doing that from?
Next week,
From next Monday.
Next week.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
31st of October.
31st.
What's on Halloween? We could talk what we're doing on Halloween.
Yes, Nat.
Or was I jumping too
that's
soon?
Somebody.
So we are
It's
doing...
definitely going to be one of them podcasts, isn't it?
Yes, Nat. Halloween quiz on Monday the 31st
That's
of
it.
October.
From 12 o'clock. 12:30?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Free lunch.
Free lunch, chili and rice, vegetable option available.
Lovely.
And we're doing a quiz.
Yes.
And who is hosting the quiz?
Sophie, who comes to do she actually does our online cookery courses, virtual cooking. Sophie hosts that, and she's done a couple of our quizzes. So she's come in to do that. So that'll be on Monday 31st. Anyway, tell us about the cafe, Nat.
And what's about the cafe? It was about chili on next Monday. No, loads happening next Monday.
So loads are happening next Monday.
Oh, there's something else next Monday. We're having a revive of the deli bar. I forgot.
A revive.
Yes.
Tell us about the deli bar, Nat.
As in, we're going to change the deli bar to make it a bit more inspiring and more on-trend.
To double what bit?
So the deli bar, when you can make your own, they can make their own baguettes and wraps to where they want to have filling-wise. They have a difference of like, I can't give out too much. You'll have to come down the cafe and see.
And that is in the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So next Monday, there's lots of happening. Revive, the afternoon tea with closing at 4, and the chili and quiz.
So on a normal, obviously besides doing events, what else does obviously the CAF and bits and pieces, obviously I know, but obviously there's obviously viewers out there and listeners that
So we
don't
do
know.
homemade soup every single day. Mainly they're all vegetarian and vegan. We also have the deli bar, so they can make their own wraps and baguettes with different fillings. They've got a salad bar as well, which is going to be revived next month. So we'll have a different kind of layout.
Yep.
That's next month, one step at a time. And then jacket potatoes, deli bistro dish. So it's a dish of the day. Usually, same again, is vegetarian option on offered.
So today it was southern fried chicken, burgers, and then there was a vegetarian option.
Yeah, it was a tofu burger.
It's nice to have a different hot dish every day,
Yep.
which is always very popular.
Yep, that's one of the biggest sellers. We also have pre-packed sandwiches, homemade every morning, easy to grab and go. Paninis, toasted to order. We also have a couple of pastries on in the deli, so again, grab and go is nice and easy.
Different hot snacks, isn't
Yep.
it, every day?
We also do Starbucks coffee,
Yes, obviously these are always in our podcast.
very popular.
We love a coffee.
Yep.
Let's all have a sip.
Let's have a sip now. Keep hydrated.
That's not bad bad macchiato, that.
Thank
And I
you.
said it right because obviously it was Starbucks.
Yeah, we don't say macchiato in here. And then and we also have homemade cakes and chocolate bars. Oh, I forgot, breakfast bar. We've got porridge in the morning, self-serve, make your own toast. Pastries, not every day because otherwise they get bored. So every so often we do pastries and hot
Breakfast back.
So do you change the menu each day then?
No.
No, so,
No, so the breakfast one is, and the only thing that changes every day is what's in the hot cupboard, grab and go, or the bistro dish. Which is
so
dish
the
of
grab
day.
and go bit is obviously the middle section there, right?
Yep.
So obviously I've come down a few times and sometimes there's paninis and sometimes there's this. There's all sorts of
Yeah, so
different
it's
varieties.
something like usually like a wrap So it'd be like a wrap, like a burrito, or it could be a Cornish pasty, or it could be a sausage roll, it could be some wedges, it could be a pasta box, it could be a curry box. That varies every day.
And where would, obviously, if I've come in the morning and I've gone off into one of my offices and bits and pieces, how would I know what you've got on for the day?
So each week we release the menu for the week ahead.
Okay.
So on our social media, on the app, Facebook, it's also up in the cafe as well. So we've got the weekly menu, so you can see ahead, you can plan your lunches for the week.
So if I'd been off for the week knowing what this Monday was coming, I
Yeah.
could eat it all up on the social media, and you can get that through the app, right?
Yeah. So that gets released every week. So you can...
So can you order stuff through the app?
Not at the moment. It is an option we're looking at. You can currently order through Nat. So the contact details are on the app. And or come in and see Nat. She likes to see people.
I like
every
a
day.
chat. I get a free coffee, you never know.
Oh, it all depends what mood she's in, right? So obviously talking of the app and bits and pieces and going forward, so if I was here with the clients and bits and pieces and wanted to use a meeting room,
Yep.
so besides obviously the pavilion, what I'm assuming is that what?
So you've got the meeting room behind you there. So we call that just the cafe meeting room. So that is all bookable on the app. So all the meeting rooms are on the app. You go on, you select your time. It's really easy. Books it straight away for you, and then you can get in contact with Nat to book your hospitality.
Yep.
So you've got a new hospitality menu that you've just released.
Yeah, so we go a selection of sandwiches, wraps and baguettes on platters with a bag of crisp and a piece of fruits.
Like
It's
a
only
working lunch.
like a
isn't it?
working lunch something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can keep going if they're
Yeah.
in a meeting and kind of have a
And
snack.
it gets
at the same
delivered at
time.
the time they want it. So if they want whatever time they want it, basically.
So you can have that delivered to the meeting rooms, or we provide a delivery service. It can come out. You can eat out in the cafe, or Nat
Or delivered to the office.
delivered to your office. Yeah.
Oh, so if I was over in the buildings behind us and I was having a meeting there and we could just order it
Yep.
with you and you'll come and deliver it.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's good as well.
We can deliver breakfast as well. We've done a couple of breakfasts. Like with just babs and pastries. We deliver
So
that
if
as well.
I ring you from my house and want
Well,
a caramel.
that wouldn't be a free delivery. We're not delivery. But, you know.
Oh, I was getting excited then. I could be at home having a Starbucks delivered. Because they don't have them that close. But in a sense of, obviously, if you're on the business park, any of the buildings, any of your, comes under Arlington Business Park and the rest of it,
Yeah.
you can order the food. So if we had clients of a meeting in the morning, you can have the breakfast.
Yep.
So you'd have it all set up before they get there kind of thing.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Christmas lunches. So if you wanted a full like English roast with the trimmings, we can organise that as well. So obviously we need lots of notice and we need to work out what the client wanted. But we've done a couple with a company just across there, and they had a roasted turkey with that pigs in blanket, all the gravy, the veg.
They had like their proper
Proper
Christmas
Christmas
lunch
Oh, wow.
Yes.
in the meeting room. Which
But
is
hang
lovely.
on. Right. My question is then, because obviously you're just asking for the audience out there, is there Christmas crackers?
That can be provided
Oh, that was very...
I think you did Christmas crackers last time.
because they asked for them, so I bought some.
Oh, well done. See, above and beyond all the time.
We should do a Christmas jumper something for Alison Devine.
I've been thinking a lot about Christmas. The Christmas jumper day is a Save the Children charity day,
Oh, okay.
but we will do that. But we're also going to do stuff for Alexander Devine,
Okay.
to be confirmed.
Right. TBC people.
You've let out the next one.
I'm sorry. Most
Usually a Santa run, isn't it?
Yes.
So do you... Obviously, we're obviously supposed to be concentrating on the calf. So, obviously, number 10.
Yeah.
Number 10, that sounds like...
Right,
Sounds-
so there's a story. I'll give you a little bit of history on the cafe. So we opened this cafe in 2017.
August
and
21st.
It was. Well done, Nat. Nat was here. Nat's
I was there. I opened it.
founding manager.
Yes.
So this building that we're in is building 1410.
Okay.
And when we opened the cafe in 2017, the whole theme of here was number 10. So it was the cafe at number 10, like 1410, number
Yeah.
10. And the original branding had pictures of like Winston Churchill and stuff.
Yeah, it was like prime ministers.
So it's
Because
that's where I
Yeah.
went with Downing Street number 10.
So we
Yeah.
see is very on trend as well, especially
so
today.
maybe we should revert back to that because, in 2017, that was sort of the route we went down. Then Arlington Business Park had a rebrand with the new logo and everything, and we kind of dropped the... It's still called Cafe at number 10, but we kind of...
It now makes sense because I've
Yeah.
always wondered why it was.
Yeah, so it's
Cafe
building
number 10.
1410,
So we narrowed
Cafe
it
at,
to 10.
Cafe at number 10. But I mean, it's very on trend now with our
Certainly is.
latest political goings on, isn't it? So
It
maybe we
is.
should refer back to that.
Well, you can't. Obviously, this
Although people
isn't
might
right.
avoid it like the plague, so we'll just
Yeah, true.
maybe not do that.
Yeah, I would. So,
That could be a quiz question.
Okay.
See if they listen to the podcast, because only if you listen to it, they get the answers.
ooh, now that.
That is a good idea, Nat.
See,
Squeeze that one in.
Okay, on the trivia, on the line of trivia, I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, go on then.
What are the top 3 sellers in the cafe?
Ooh,
This has come up on a quiz before.
that's a good question.
Can you remember?
So the first one I'd say is, I'd probably say the bistro dish of the day.
Do you think?
Yeah, because the latte comes second.
Okay.
I think bistro dish is probably the top one.
So the daily hot dish we do is our best seller.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then we say Starbucks coffee would be a medium latte, would be the top sellers.
Is that the most popular coffee?
Sorry, macchiato is not top seller.
I've
If-
got a
But
medium
you have a
latte.
medium latte, you see? It's popular.
oh, that's probably why it's so popular, then, isn't it?
I run on coffee.
Yes.
Well, pretty much. I either find you in here drinking a coffee, or you're
I'm
in a
there
meeting room drinking a coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I probably think the third one, probably something like a chocolate bar. Yeah, probably a chocolate bar would be the third one.
Do you think that's the
Some
afternoon,
Grab and go type thing.
the crash in the
Yeah,
afternoon?
that's
Yeah.
literally the
Need
coffee
chocolate.
and the chocolate bar to
Yeah.
get through to the 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously, when you're open till 4,
Yep.
so that extra hour, what's going to be different in the
So
sense
it
of?
was the original opening time when we
Okay.
first opened the
Pre-COVID.
cafe. Yeah, pre-COVID. So we reduced the hours down because of the number of people on site.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen a nice increase of people. And actually, even in half term, we still haven't seen the drop we would normally see,
True.
which has been quite positive. So we're reverting back to 4 o'clock because, I mean, there's been times I've been sat and people have come in and it's been closed. And we just want to make sure we're providing the service to the tenants on site that are still here and still want coffee. And so Nat's got to stay an hour later.
Yeah,
every
that's
day.
fine.
So in theory, in this building here, where we are now,
Yeah.
they can do gym, have a shower,
Yeah.
come out here, get coffee and breakfast, and go work,
Yeah, then come back for lunch,
and come back for lunch
then come back for afternoon tea,
Mm-hmm.
and then go back to the gym.
to burn off what you've eaten from breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Everything's here.
Everything's a non-stop shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
so that's really good.
So
Home from home.
home from home. Well, pretty much. That's the key. And obviously, I know I've mentioned this in other podcasts. Their showers in there are like, what? I think somebody, obviously, if anybody wants to buy me a Christmas, but them showers is like, the kids are like, what?
I'll find a make and model for you.
That would be great. Thank you.
No worries.
Because they are literally out of this world, them showers.
Pleased to hear it.
So what else is going on in here?
In the cafe. So I think a couple of things we should probably touch on that people aren't aware maybe of what we have here. So we've got like a little library area behind you, Scott, which is, there's games, there's old-fashioned board games there if you fancy playing a board game at lunchtime. We've got loads of books, which now I think you actually got when we very first opened.
I got them, yes.
And we're more than happy for people to come down and grab a book and take it away, either bring it back or replace it with another book. So
Oh,
a bit
that's
like
quite
a
good.
swap type
Yes. Yep.
idea, because they're just, you know, I think someone was here the other day and he said, "Can I read a book?" I went, "Yeah, they're not just for they're not just for decorative purposes."
Well, that's another thing, because obviously I thought the board games were just the boxes to obviously
No, the games are all
No.
in there.
They're very popular when we have events.
Community events,
Yes.
yes. Kids come in and
have a play
have a
around.
play, which is
Yeah.
great. It's what they're there for.
Exactly.
And we also do coffee cup recycling. So there's a little station by the door,
Okay.
the rear as you come in. So the coffee cups, you just take the lid off. You can pour the any contents left into a tube, and then the cups, and then they get taken away and recycled.
Ooh,
But
okay.
we also offer money off if you bring your own reusable cup.
20 pence off.
Yeah. So
20 pence off? That's over a week. That's a lot of money
It's a
saved.
quid.
That is a lot of money. Well, it all depends
They
how
could
much you
save
drink
more
your coffee. That might be a tenner for me, but yeah.
it might be.
They could save more money
Yeah, exactly.
by using their Around the Lake card.
Yes, tell us about the Around the Lake card.
So, I'll show you.
This is what you realise she's left it on the side. Ooh.
You put money on this lovely little blue card, and you buy 9 coffees with this card. 2 things. One, if you buy 9 coffees and pay with this card, you get the 10th one free.
Yep.
And also, if you spend loads of money at Cafe 10, you get to be a top seller, and you can get £15 uploaded as a bonus.
Yeah.
as
So
a-
the top spender
Yes.
each month will we will find them on the system.
Top spender.
Top spender.
On this card.
Ooh,
You have to spend on your card, and you'll get a £15 top up onto your card to use the next. Well, whenever you want to use it.
And how do you, obviously, because I've got one of them cards.
Yep.
Never knew you could do that bit. Where would you, how would you put the money on?
So there's it's called Good to Go app, or you can do it. There's a web link which we send out to everyone when we
Issue the card.
issue the card. Yeah, thanks. Now, so yeah, you just top up.
So it doesn't cost me anything to top up. It's just like if I want to put a tenner on, I get the whole tenner.
Yeah.
Then spend it here. Obviously.
And the minimum is £5.
I think the minimum top up is £5.
Oh wow. Okay. So if
You don't
I
have
was
to block
the
loads of money at once. We're a £5 if you come once a week.
okay. So my next question, obviously, just thinking for myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I gave my card to one of my other colleagues that's on the site here.
They will have their own card.
Yeah, no, I was trying to get for the spender bit.
Oh right.
Clever. I didn't think of that. Yes.
Well,
Well, I guess.
right, we're always trying to find a loophole, aren't we?
No, I just obviously thought, £15 on
Well, as long
coffees
as you've got
is
money on your
£15.
card,
Yeah.
doesn't matter who spend it if it's you or Joe Blog.
Well, if you're going to buy coffees for all your team.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
here. Oh, it's my round to go and get coffees. Rather than giving them the cash,
Yeah.
go, look, do it from my
Yeah.
card and I get the...
Yeah.
Why not?
So, but also then, question,
Mm-hmm.
obviously just, you know when you do the food ordering,
Yeah.
and obviously you're doing it with...
And pay on that.
And pay on that.
Yeah, you could pay on that. Definitely be a top
See?
spender on there.
Definitely be a top spender.
Yeah.
Can we cut that bit out?
No, there is no loopholes on becoming top spender.
We're going to launch it. Actually, we may have just launched it. We're doing a new survey for the cafe just because we like to get feedback and what we can.
It's been launched. I've seen it.
Great. We are doing a prize, like a entry for the survey. So you can win £250 gift card for the Woodspeen, which is a beautiful restaurant just outside of Newbury in Speen. And it's a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Wow.
So any feedback would be welcome on our survey, and anyone that fills it out gets entered into the prize draw, and you can win £250 to spend there.
Okay, wow. Does that also include the big spenders, that kind of... So where would you find that survey? Sorry, I'm just...
Everyone's trying to be top spender. The survey is on our Facebook page, and also the weekly newsletter. There'll be a link that will take you directly.
So not on the app or anything like that?
No, I don't think it's on the app. We probably could put it on the app. But yeah, it'll be sent out to everyone. It's an electronic survey. It's not a handwritten one. So Nat will be telling everyone about that as they come in.
Yes.
Because we like feedback.
Can we have a QR code done at the tail and then they can QR
Look at her,
that?
she's full of ideas, isn't she?
I know where she got that idea from.
I've spoken to you last week, Scott.
Yes, let's get a QR code and put it by the till. What
It'd
a
be
great
quite-
idea.
It'd be quite good because they're here waiting for the coffees. And
You might as well get them and scan it at the same time, right?
Yeah, because I speak fast, but I work very slowly. So I could work even slower so they got time to do it at the till.
And then you'll have a massive queue coming out the door. So
Yeah, but the survey would be failed.
But I'll never be a big spender if I'm at the end of the queue.
That's true.
Go half an hour later.
So what else is going on?
Themed days.
Yes, once a month we've got like a theme day. So this month it's all about tacos. So we've got tacos coming
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
So
we got
each week
each week there's a theme.
Yeah.
So it could be from tacos to burgers to Japanese
We had
to
a curry month.
Yeah. So and usually it's a bistro one. It's different.
And you try and use ingredients. So it could be like lentil month or
Yeah, you've got like a seasonal veg. So this month is butternut squash. I'm just looking at the balls now. Butternut squash would be in a soup or in a veg curry type thing.
Yeah.
Or in a wrap.
tofu month didn't go down very well, did it?
No, it's very popular.
No.
Yeah.
Nor the vegan one, I'm afraid. Sorry, vegan friends. But no.
It's up and coming.
It's up and coming.
I think maybe it should be a January one, vegan
But
one.
we do. That's a good idea.
Because always vegan.
In
Veganuary.
fairness, I go after Christmas, after eating my way through Christmas, I normally go on like the corns, all that sort of stuff
Yeah.
to kind of
Cut meat out.
cut the meat
Yeah.
out of it a little bit because I've eaten a bit too much of it over Christmas and bits and pieces. And obviously everyone's diet starts in January.
So maybe January, February.
But we do obviously have vegetarian and vegan options.
Yes, every day.
Every day, so it's fine. But,
Okay, so have we missed anything?
what else do you want to tell us about the cafe, Nat? What's your favourite thing about the cafe?
Oh, the favourite thing. Ooh.
seeing me every day.
Yeah, she's my best customer.
Yeah, but the coffee. She gets a spender one every month.
No, I'm not
No,
included.
I think it's just like the buzz of the cafe. I mean, I hate it on Friday. No, I shouldn't say that loud. But on Friday, when it's very quiet. But when it's busy, Tuesday, Wednesday, I just...
Do you love it when it's busy then?
Oh, yeah, I love it when it's busy. Because I know if we want to be here 4 years, 5 years?
2017, 5 years.
5 years. So I know everyone by their first name.
I think that's
And-
something great about Nat. You've learned everyone's names. You know everyone's.
What, from the
org.
whole...
Well,
Most
I'd
of-
be surprised if there was,
Yeah.
if it's a visitor or someone that.
Yeah,
been
but
here.
no, but the most of the
But
regulars...
people are
you-
coming every day. Like, we've got people upstairs who are using us 2 or 3 times a day at least. And yeah, we know about the little things about their life or what they've done the weekend or what they're going on holiday. And we have chat over the counter.
And you know their order, so it's
yeah.
almost half ready by the time they've even got
Yeah.
to the.
Because that's someone at the counter, see X, Y, Z down the list. Oh, yes, having a black Americano. Do we want to do something else? And where's coming to the sale? There you go, there's your coffee.
Isn't she great?
I've quite obviously put it this way. We obviously are in spaces and bits and pieces, and it's a whole. Remember, I said to you, and I was like, "What? What do you mean that we can come here?" Yeah, all you need to get is one of them,
Yeah.
Magic card.
Your magic card gets
the
you
magic
in the door.
card, and obviously now, literally constantly, you
So you'll be
probably.
putting money on your card now. Scott, on you.
Well, yeah, now I've realised because every time I bring a client down in bits and pieces, rather than taking them there, we bring them here because
Well, and
it's
that's
a lot
the
more
idea,
relaxed.
that if sometimes you have a meeting in your office and it can be a real like corporate kind of meeting and really formal, whereas if it's just an informal meeting, bring your clients here, come and have a chat and a coffee. It's just a bit more of a relaxed.
It is, and I think,
vibe.
in fairness, we normally sit there and we've brought our clients down, but they love the fact, right? And this is the only part that they. What do you mean you've got Starbucks there?
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
And it's like, what? What do you mean you've got Starbucks?
Coffee's such an emotive thing. I think some people are like, "Oh, it's Starbucks. I'll love it."
Yeah,
And I've always wondered because we've looked at doing different coffees,
Yeah.
and last couple of months we did like a blind taste test between us, and some of the stuff we were like, "Oh, it just doesn't taste like Starbucks." But I think once you get used to something,
yeah,
but we've looked at it, but I think the general consensus is people want Starbucks.
yep. I think they,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Starbucks. Well, that's why I like them.
Yeah.
It's it's also when you bring a client down, it's not like you're going to your local greasy spoon where
Well, it's just a bit more
your standard you
premium, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you want to just like a half an hour and need that it's free, just nip in there. You'd be more private as well. You'd have to be like in a cafe with the music as well as blaring and, well, not blaring, but playing and people
We have a rave in
talking.
here
And,
every lunchtime.
and you hear people talking, walking, tapping things and stuff. You can just lock yourself in there for half an
So
hour.
if they just wanted to go in there, they just come and speak to you, kind
yeah,
of thing.
because I can check the diary if he's booked. If he's not booked, just say yes, just go in there.
Right. So is there anything else we can think of? Because obviously we now know
All about the cafe.
all about the cafe. She doesn't like it quiet, guys. So you must
No.
come down because otherwise you're not helping her. She needs it
I
busy.
need people
She needs
to keep me
people.
entertained. Not that you don't entertain me, Amy. Don't
Thanks.
take me wrong.
Oh, this is a
So-
whole different normal podcast to
Yeah,
what we
this is very
normally do.
different to our normal podcast. No, I think we've covered pretty much everything we want.
So obviously we're then
about
going to be coming back to talk about
Christmas.
Christmas.
World Cup.
Oh, the World Cup. Oh, Nat, well done. Go ahead.
So World Cup, I know, well, we're going to show the World Cup games.
We are.
What, in here?
Yeah.
But I
I
think,
think
it
it's in
is-
Qatar.
Yeah.
So the time difference, a lot of them are shown in the day. So
Yes.
the first England game, I think, is the 21st of November, and it's around 2 o'clock.
So you're going to have it on in here?
So we'll bring the screens out. We'll have it on in here. We're going to do a few cool things for the World Cup.
Watch that space.
Watch this space.
Yeah, I think
Retro
that's...
sticker swaps might be
Ooh.
a thing if
Yeah.
we can get hold of them. So yeah, we're going to show the World Cup. We're going to try and incorporate the games that are on during the day where we can.
Mm-hmm.
And cafe-wise, we're going to do a dish of the country that's playing, like the big matches type of thing.
Yeah.
We can do a dish of the country that's playing.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
then.
going to try
Just,
and incorporate.
it's Scotland,
all-
isn't it?
No, I don't think they are.
I just wondered what you was going to do for that.
We're not doing haggis.
No.
So. No one will eat that. No, so we're just gonna have a bit of a football World Cup vibe in the lead up to Christmas.
Yeah.
That's quite...
So it's gonna be quite cool. I'm gonna have some flags up and we'll just make it all exciting. And if all the blokes and women, that was wrong, But if anyone's missing from the office, you may find them in the cafe watching the football.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where, obviously, I hope my boss isn't watching this bit, because that's where I'm going to be. I'm just going to go down there a minute. I'm just going to meet a client.
Yeah.
So if you get a phone call and is Scott with you? Yeah, we're just having a meeting.
Yeah. Or people be ringing, is so-and-so in the cafe?
No.
What are we on about?
So yeah, we're doing, World Cup, well done that. We're doing a lot on the World Cup, which will be good.
So this is Arlington on the Mic, episode 4.
Yeah, we'll be back for episode 5 at some point.
At some point, we're going to get that sorted once we go off of there.
Yes.
And yes, okay, so we've got lots going on in a short period of time. And if you want to find out anything more that we haven't mentioned in today, obviously social media, the Arlington app.
Subscribe to the newsletter on the website as well, because that comes out weekly. So if there's ever anything
that we've missed, or
if
something,
you're not on social media or things like that, just subscribe to the newsletter and you can get that to your email each week. And that also has the weekly menu on it as well for the cafe. But I think to summarise, come to the cafe and see Nat, because she would love to see you.
I'd love to see you.
And we've got a lovely team here.
Okay, the other thing.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the team.
Yeah.
So we need, right? So, and obviously this is where you come in. Think of a word that you want somebody to repeat back to you to know if they've watched the podcast.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, okay.
But if they say it to you,
I'll have to give them something.
well, that's up to you. Well,
Yeah,
Hold on a minute.
I'm sure
you've got coffee for life.
Well, not live, but I'm sure. Oh, that's a good one.
Think of a word. We can think of a surprise to give someone. Or the first person to say that word. I'll tell you what, the first person to come and say...
Umbrella.
No, because there's umbrellas in here. That's an
Oh,
easy
yeah,
word.
no.
Think of something that's non-related to, like, dolphin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dolphin.
no, I've got one. Oh, dolphin. Yeah, it was a fish. I was going with carp,
Yeah.
because obviously the lakes.
I prefer dolphin. Dolphin also because it's on the logo for Alexander Divine Children's
Oh
Hospice.
yes.
Right,
Perfect.
dolphin.
Dolphin.
So, the first person to come to the cafe
Yep.
and say to Nat, dolphin,
Yep.
no employees of Arlington Business Park allowed.
I don't think they watch it. They should.
Say dolphin to Nat and you can have a free coffee
Yes.
on me.
So,
That's a
everybody
good
at
one,
home,
Scott. I like that.
the magic word is dolphin to get a free Starbucks. Quick as you can, straight down.
Come and see Nat. There we go. Is that all right now?
That's perfect.
And I think
Brilliant.
what a way to end it. All you got to say is the word dolphin.
It's very natural.
It's
Morning,
when,
dolphin.
it's when
Do
there's
they have
somebody
to
else
make
that's
it
on
to a
there.
sentence or just
No, they
blare
can
it
just say the
out?
word.
Oh, just walk in and dolphin.
Dolphin. Done.
There we go.
Okay,
Well, that'd
guys.
be interesting to see how many dolphin we get.
I think we might get a
We'll
few.
find out on the next podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very good one to think.
I shall keep tally of them.
Thank you, Nat.
Perfect.
This is such a different podcast from normal. But right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Stay tuned for next one, which is episode 5,
Yeah.
Arlington on the Mic.
Lovely. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Nat.
Cheers. Bye.
Au revoir. Bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.